different angles and the car can do many different situations, it takes a lot of stress off the parts, so you're not breaking as many parts. I spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars, you know, buying parts for all these RC cars, and you know they want us to spend all the money on the really hot, new, cool, faster, better pieces and make them faster, but then they don't give you anything for the suspension.
So is that the only dream goal? Is the RC? Is there other in other markets you would like to?
Oh yeah, there's many different markets this could go into. You know, there's so many different ways that this car could be built. This suspension system could go into rock crawling. It can go into Baja. It could go into supercars. It could go into you know, full-size military applications. You know, the military spent, you know, millions of dollars on the Raven, you know, which is basically a hot, big old heavy-duty sand dune buggy with a 50 cal on it, and it still has just the same problems as a regular, you know, a regular dune buggy that you buy off the showroom floor, and then you expect to stick a 50 cal on it and then have your guys safe, and they can't even get through the sand. You know, this thing here, it's almost near impossible. I mean, it's really, really tough. I mean, if you throw it off a cliff, it's going to wreck. But I would think it would be better to have more options than not have the options. So, I mean, military possibilities are huge. A full-size vehicle, I'd like to see this done in a full-size tube chassis, you know, four-wheel drive, engine transfers in the center, you know, going out to four-wheel drive with independent steering. I mean, there's many, many, many different options that could be done with the suspension system. It's just a lot of R&D and needing really smart people that are willing to, you know, put in on the idea and make it become something that can go throughout the entire planet.
Tell us about any other things you've invented.
Well, I have you know, there's a couple of ideas. There's one specific invention that I came up with called the Denester, and we have all the paperwork and everything on that and a working prototype. It was actually out of a little bit of necessity due to the fact that I was a maintenance supervisor for a housing complex, and all the housing complexes, you know, they had these really high efficiently ran 90% heating and air conditioning and hot water for each apartment. Well, birds nest in there because it's warm, and beehives and such. Well, the companies that fixed that situation charge extravagant amounts of money, and my boss was looking at a very high bill to have a company come in and clean all of these out for the company. So I was trying to help the company to save money. We were a low-income housing-based rate housing situation. It's called the Denester, and it's basically a whole nother invention that we can talk about later. But it was successful, and I supported that complex for 2.5 years with it. They didn't have to spend the money on the machinery. It's a lot more safe for your breathing because you're not having all the bird feces flying into your face. My father used it through his company. He's was in HVAC, and even his boss rented it from me from time to time, and saved them quite a bit of money. So we're hoping to get that invention out also.
What is positive about being an inventor?
It's inventing is the only thing you can do in your life and make something that doesn't exist that will help other people. I can't imagine not being able to think of something, you know, that somebody would need, and then able to have the ability to make that product for them. So, you know, there's all kinds of different really cool things about that in being an inventor. And just having the ability to make something. Yeah. So, you know, in getting it out to people and then helping out people for different situations and products is the thing.
What do you think is hard or negative being an inventor?
Well, there's a lot of negatives also. You know, getting people to believe you, for one thing, is probably the most frustrating part of it. Like I say, this has been work, you know, since 1995. It's definitely still relevant today, no matter how far down the road it goes. I can show access all the way back to 95 on this. You know, and the financial side of it, getting a prototype made. A lot of people have ideas but can't have and don't have the prototype. You know, and then you got the vultures that come in and say they can help you, take your money, and then also don't help you. You lose everything. You know, and it just makes it real frustrating to know that you have something that you wish somebody would look at and say, yeah, you do have something. So, you know, instead of trying to take it away from you, it's something that you could actually become and have something successful happen from it.
He's done.
That's it.